Didn't Mom tell you about the Aruba trip? My sister Chloe's voice oozed mock surprise through the phone, each word a needle. We're all going next month, Mom, Dad, me, and Ethan. But someone's gotta watch their cats. Mom said she'd ask you. I stood in my Seattle kitchen, clutching my coffee mug so tightly I thought it'd crack. My name's Rachel Carter, and at 28, I'd just learned my entire family planned a Caribbean getaway without me. Worse, I found out by accident during a call with Chloe about Mom's birthday dinner. No, Chloe, I said, fighting to keep my voice even. Mom didn't mention Aruba. Or cats. Oh, you know how she is. Chloe laughed, airy and dismissive. She probably forgot. You're not busy, right? You can handle Luna and Jasper for a week. Mom's counting on you, since you're not going. Not going because they hadn't invited me. I thought of family dinners where they must have schemed. Dodging the topic when I was there, the hushed talks that stopped when I walked in. Mom's odd questions about my work schedule. Dad's sudden curiosity about my dating life. It all clicked. They were checking I'd be free to play pet sitter. Later that night, Mom called, all sugar. Sweetie, we need a favor. Let me guess. I cut in, bitterness leaking out. You need me to watch the cats while you're all in Aruba. Oh, Chloe told you. It'd be such a help. Luna's so fussy at the kennel, and Jasper needs his meds daily, just 8 days. She prattled on about flights and the resort's infinity pool, never once saying, wish you could come. Instead, she detailed Luna's special diet and Jasper's pill schedule, as if that erased the sting of exclusion. So, you'll do it, she chirped. Your dad already canceled the kennel, and Chloe's thrilled about the resort's kayaking. She loves the water. Of course, she did. My family always worked this way, making plans that roped me in without asking. To them, I was dependable Rachel, the one who never said no, never had her own dreams to disrupt their perfect picture. I'll think about it, I said, already opening my laptop to a travel site. Something snapped inside me. Years of being their backup plan boiling over. They thought they could count on me forever. But they were about to learn. Even reliable Rachel has a breaking point. I'd always been the invisible daughter. Growing up in Seattle, everything revolved around Chloe, her piano recitals, her prom queen crown, her effortless charm. When she got into UCLA, my parents threw a bash with a DJ and custom cupcakes. My acceptance to the University of Washington, with a merit scholarship, got a pat on the back and, that's great, honey. My letter was buried under Chloe's theater camp flyers within a week. Chloe was the star. The one who could do no wrong, even when she ditched UCLA after a year to explore herself in Bali. Funded by Mom and Dad's savings. I worked 2 jobs through college, graduated magna cum laude, and built a career in digital marketing, managing campaigns for tech startups. My success earned me the role of family fixer, always there to help, never to shine. When Chloe needed a place to crash after Bali, I gave up my guest room. When Mom forgot Dad's birthday, I planned the dinner. They called me reliable, but what they meant was invisible. That night, after Mom's call, I scrolled travel sites, restless. A deal popped up for Santorini, whitewashed villas, turquoise seas, the place I'd dreamed of since a college art class. The dates aligned perfectly with their Aruba trip, and a flash sale made it affordable. My finger hovered over book now. As Chloe texted, Mom says, you're being weird about the cats. Don't be a drama queen. You've got vacation days, but it's not like you'd use them for anything fun. I had 4 weeks saved up. Actually, they'd never noticed my travel blog, Wander and Wonder, which had 15,000 followers and growing. They called it my cute hobby, like they'd dismissed my painting in high school or my poetry in middle school. Dad called next. Pumpkin, your mom stressed about the kennel. Luna barely ate last time. Did you really have to make this a thing? Did it ever occur to you to invite me to Aruba? I asked. A pause. Well, Chloe said you're always swamped at work. And Ethan already paid for their room, right? I said, staring at Santorini's cliffs on my screen. Like you planned my graduation. Partio. Wait, you didn't. Because Chloe's gap year in Bali needed a send-off. That's not fair, he stammered. She needed us. I'll let you know about the cats tomorrow, I said, then clicked book now. The confirmation felt like a rebellion. Morning brought a barrage of messages. Mom's texts ranged from, we're counting on you to don't let us down. Chloe left voicemails, you're making this harder than it needs to be. Dad emailed a long lecture about family duty. I waited for our weekly family dinner too. Drop my bomb. They were at mom and dad's, gushing about Aruba snorkeling, beach bars when I spoke up. I've got plans, those dates. You'll need someone else for Luna and Jasper. Mom's fork froze. Plans, what's more important than family? My trip to Santorini, I said, setting my phone on the table with my itinerary. 8 days, same as your Aruba getaway. Santorini, Chloe scoffed. You're not going to Greece. I slid the phone toward her. I am. Already booked. You can't, Mom sputtered. The kennel's booked solid. What about the cats? Poor planning on your part, I said, calm. Maybe Ethan can step up, since he's family enough. For Aruba, that's different, Chloe snapped. He,'s my fiancé, and he's allergic. Convenient. I stood, grabbing my coat. You'll figure it out. You always do when it matters to you. Rachel, sit down, Dad said, stern. This isn't you. You're acting selfish. That's the problem, I said. You've decided I'm reliable, Rachel, always on call. Did you ever think I might want to be part of family plans? That I have a life. Silence. Mom's eyes welled. Chloe gaped. Dad stared at his plate. I've got to go, I said. Santorini's got some killer beaches to prep for. The fallout was predictable. Mom unleashed a guilt blitz, calling aunts and cousins to paint me as heartless. Aunt Linda lectured me on loyalty. My cousin, Becca, sent essays about family ties. Even Grandma called, confused about why I couldn't catsit from Greece. Chloe took a direct approach, storming my apartment. You're doing this to ruin our trip, she said, barging in. You're supposed to be the responsible one. Responsible, I said. You mean the doormat? The one who's always there when you need something. That's unfair. We appreciate you. When's the last time you included me in anything? Or even asked what I want? She flopped onto my couch, perfect curls bouncing. We didn't think you'd want to come? You're always working. Did you ask? I said, no. You assumed, because you're so used to me picking up your slack, you didn't even hide your Aruba plans. That's how little I matter. Her face reddened. Mom and Dad might cancel if we can't find a sitter. You happy? That's their problem, I said, echoing her own phrase. Not mine. When did you get so bitter? Not bitter. Done. I showed her my blog. See this? People care about my passions. I have a life beyond being your safety net. Chloe scrolled, her smirk fading. These photos are really good. When did you start this? 2 years ago. Not that you noticed. The next family dinner was a guilt showcase. Mom spread cat supplies across the table, Luna's organic food. Jasper's meds, their favorite toys, like a museum of my betrayal. The meds are every 12 hours, she said, waving a bottle. Luna needs her blanket, or she won't sleep. The kennel won't get this right. They will, I said, spooning mashed potatoes. It's their job. Dad cleared his throat. We'll pay you. Make it worth your time. My Santorini tickets were $2,800, non-refundable, I said. Chloe, quiet until now, spoke up. I checked Rachel's blog. Did you know she's got 15,000 followers? Her photos from Vancouver last year are amazing. Mom barely looked up from her cat food sorting. That's nice, dear. Now, about the cats. No, Mom, look. Chloe shoved her phone at her. She's good. Mom glanced, then actually saw me. You went to Vancouver. I go lots of places, I said. I write about them, photograph them. People follow my tips on cafes, hikes, hotels. Dad peered at the phone. These are pro level. Why didn't you tell us? I did, 2 Christmases ago. You all pivoted to Chloe's new podcast. Mom clutched Luna's toy, voice soft. We haven't listened to you, have we? No, I said, but that doesn't change the cats. I'm going to Santorini, with or without your okay. As my trip neared, they cycled through panic. Mom's texts turned angry. You're letting us down. Dad offered to fund a better Greece trip later. Chloe waffled between asterisk, you're ruining everything and maybe we should have invited you. Asterisk, 2 days before my flight. Mom showed up with old photo albums, me with our childhood pets, always the dutiful one. You've always been great with animals, she said, flipping pages. Remember saving Chloe's goldfish? I remember missing my debate tournament to do it while Chloe was at a concert, I said. She snapped the album shut. I hope you're happy. We canceled Aruba. The kennel's full, and no one else can take the cats. I turned my laptop, showing an email from my neighbor, Mrs. Lopez, a retired vet tech who'd agreed to cats. I found a solution, I said. Mrs. Lopez loves cats, lives downstairs, and she'll do it for kennel rates. Mom stared. Why didn't you tell us? Because I wanted you to feel what it's like when I'm not your fallback. 2. Know how it hurts when your plans get sidelined. That's petty, she said. No, it's human. Maybe next time you'll think to include me. The morning of my flight, I woke to notifications. Mom had posted a photo from my blog of Vancouver sunset, captioning it, *, so proud of my daughter's talent. Can't wait for her Grease pics. Chloe texted, *, mom's playing it up for her. Book club, says she inspired your trip. *, I wasn't shocked mom always cared about appearances. But it didn't undo years of being unseen. Dad stopped by, holding a camera strap I'd mentioned wanting. Saw it on your blog, he said. Shy. Thought it'd help in Greece. I hesitated, then took it, seeing real effort in his eyes. Want to see my shot list? I asked. He stayed an hour, asking about angles and filters, even following my blog on his phone. I canceled my Aruba spot, he said at the door. Someone's gotta help Mrs. Lopez with the cats. Plus, I want to see your posts. Maybe you can show me how to comment. I boarded my flight, heart lighter. Dad's message hit as I settled in. *, just commented on your blog. Hope I did it right. Stay safe in Greece. Love, Dad. *, I smiled, realizing sometimes it takes a bold move to wake people up. Santorini was a dream, sunrises over blue-domed roofs. Cobblestone paths, beaches, like paintings. I shot daily, my blog buzzing with likes. Dad commented on every post, evolving from *, nice pic. 2 notes on shadows and framing. Chloe shared my shots, captioning, *, my sisters, killing it in Greece. Mom called daily with cat updates. Luna's picky today, then pivoted to critiquing my posts. *, to many cliff shots. Dear. *, I let it slide, posting more. Mrs. Lopez called one night, chuckling. Your mom's been by 5 times today, with treats, asking if I'm sure about Jasper's meds. She's struggling to let go. I apologized, but she waved it off. After 30 years wrangling kids, 2 cats are easy. She didn't like that. Dad messaged, *, mom bailed on Aruba, checked into a spa. Says she can't relax with strangers watching the cats. Chloe's pissed, *, guilt flickered, but I remembered years of my plans being dismissed. I posted about solo travel, breaking free, finding your voice. Comments poured in, stories of others standing up to family expectations. My followers tripled. A travel magazine pitched a feature Chloe called, "My book club's obsessed with your blog. They want you to do a photo workshop. Funny thing, I thought I was the bold one, going to Bali. But you found yourself right here." And we were too wrapped up to see it. On my last night, Mom sent a photo of my old room, now her office, lined with my framed blog prints. Thought these deserved more than my reposts. She wrote, *, I haven't been good at apologies, but I'm learning. We took you for granted too. Long. *. Another photo from Mrs. Lopez showed Dad and Mom laughing over my blog. Cats napping nearby. 6 months later, at Thanksgiving, my photos hung beside family portraits. Mom had made place cards with my blog's logo. "We're planning another family trip," she announced. I braced, but Chloe grinned. "We want you to lead it. Your Greece posts were huge work, that magic again." Dad pulled out brochures. "Found a photo tour in Tuscany. Thought you could teach us to shoot more than selfies." Mom added, "Mrs. Lopez is booked for the cats. Planned it months ago." I smiled, pulling up Tuscany ideas. "I'm running the itinerary, wouldn't have it any other way?" Dad said. "They weren't perfect, Mom. Still fussed about the cats." Dad fumbled blog comments. Chloe had jealous streaks, but they were trying. Sometimes, that's enough. I'd gone to Santorini to escape their shadow, but I'd found my light. And as we planned Tuscany, I knew they'd never dim it again.